What up, everyone? You know, it occurs to me that when I started this show a while back, I started it with this little, this little section called Bite My Burrito. And it's been a while since I've hopped on and decided to talk about certain people that can bite the big burrito. And there's so many candidates. So many candidates. It's sort of hard to pick one. But, and I do mean but, there is someone. There is a group. An evil empire. An empire that's been seizing everything in sight. Swallowing it whole. Devouring everything and every piece of property it could get its little hands on. And it's funny enough, this kingdom is ruled by a mouse. So, can you guess what I'm gonna fucking talk about? No. Well, I'm gonna talk about the goddamn Star Wars movies. Son of a bitch, man. Alright, we had The Force Awakens, The Last fucking Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. All these movies sucked. It was like a coke-filled fanboy script dream bullshit. And then they give the movie off to some other asshole, part two, and he just does his own thing. He throws out whatever crap Abrams put in the first movie. And you know what? And I'm going to say this, and I've said this in an Outlaw's Corner, they still haven't explained the blue goddamn lightsaber. They released a fucking book, a manual explaining everything in the movies, and they still would not tell us where the fuck that blue lightsaber came from. Where the fuck did it come from? Where the fuck did it come from? God damn it. So, yes, these movies were a big romp. A romp into the valley of shit. Like, when I saw part two, I saw part one, I was like, alright, there's a few unanswered questions. They killed motherfucking Han Solo. I got pissed when they killed Solo. Especially when that whiny little bitch, Kylo Ren, did it. I mean, the actor they picked for Kylo is amazing. I've seen him in other movies. Great actor. They gave him shit to work with in this one. They totally destroyed Luke Skywalker's character. I mean, even to the point where Mark Hamill was complaining about this, saying that he didn't see Luke like this. The whole story, the way they got rid of Leia and the floating Mary Poppins thing. Everything about these movies was just garbage. There weren't really any saving graces in it. It was just one trash heap after another. And then when they brought Abrams back, he threw everything that the other guy did out the window and then tried to explain everything again. And then the return of Pappy Palpatine, which I thought was weird because, alright, in the comics, and this is canon, mind you, Plagueis and Sidious reach out to Anakin's mom, and they manipulate the Force to get her pregnant. It's mostly Sidious, It's Sidious's influence that creates that baby. So, it was him using the Force to sort of fuck her, but with midichlorians instead of sperm. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those shows. And so, that would make Kylo Palpatine's grandson. Alright, Vader, see, because Vader's the father, Luke, and then Leia, actually the great-grandfather, okay, and then him. So Palpatine's like way up there in the... Now, Ren is a descendant, and guys, fucking spoilers, I fucking hate saying that, but look, and Ren is a descendant of Palpatine's son. So that That makes her Palpatine's granddaughter, and Kylo Ren's great grandson. You see what I'm saying? This is some Game of Thrones type incest shit. And this is a Disney movie. A Disney movie. And they don't explain anything. They don't explain how Palpatine has millions of ships, how he can manipulate this, how he came back to life, why he was keeping clones of Snoke. None of this shit, none of it gets explained. They're like, all right, guys, we're just going to take a dump. We're just going to spread it out on the canvas, and we're just going to see what kind of peanuts and what kind of other cotton candy stuff we can just throw on it and stick. And then we're just going to call it all together. We're going to paint Star Wars on it. We're going to put it in a DVD box, and we're just going to ship it out to fucking people. I mean, it's so bad. The guy, the guy that played the Stormtrooper doesn't even want to be in the movies anymore. Do you realize that? There's actors that don't want to be in the movies anymore. The Star Wars movies, no matter how much they pay them, because the experience sucked. I mean, Finn. There we go. Finn was his name. And poor dude, man, he had a real shitty arc. I mean, he was real stop and go. A lot of these characters are real stop and go. There's no real development for any of them. There's especially no development for Ren. It's really sad that the story just kind of got ruined like this. It was the way they ruined Luke Skywalker's legacy, the way they ruined Han Solo's legacy, the way they ruined Princess Leia's legacy. They destroyed everything that the canon has spent so many years building. We had a Star Wars universe before Disney came and went, all these wonderful books, all that stuff here is not canon. We're going to take and nitpick little things here and there, but certain things are just not canon anymore, folks. Nope. Sorry, no good. No Mara Jade. No Luke Skywalker starting his new Jedi thing and becoming one of those powerful Jedis in the world. No war between these force-blocking aliens. None of that shit. No. They really screwed it up. I mean, there were so many good books to pick from. So much information out there from writers that love Star Wars, that love the mythology, that had heart for it, passion. It's passion, but no. Oh no. They just leave good old J.J. Abrams and they lock him in a room with Ajax or, I don't know, cocaine, snuff, whatever the hell. Ajax, I don't know, whatever the hell gets them all lit up, bath salts. They give him a typewriter and they just let him go at it. And Abrams, I guess, is good at taking old ideas and just kind of just twisting them. I mean, you saw that in Star Trek. He just reversed a lot of different stuff. And this one, it was just kind of like a child playing with action figures. And then another child came and kicked down his story, and then the other child came back and tried finishing the story off. There wasn't a lot of highlights in it. I mean, the fight between Luke and Kylo Ren in Part 2 was decent. Just so many things just sucked about this movie, or movies. This is actually the worst trilogy of the whole set. I mean, this is almost killed Star Wars if it wasn't for Mandalorian and a few other projects that actually talk about the Star Wars of past before they decided to kill all of it. You see, they wanted to market their own characters, and I can understand that, but just totally spitting and shitting on everything that came before it is just disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the fans. It's disrespectful to George Lucas. Yeah. Even though he got bags of money for it, I'm sure he didn't like his vision getting shitted on as much, as like... I know he was tired of it. He had his problems, with the Star Wars and moving on from it. And when he sold it to Disney, he thought certain things were going to be protected. They weren't. And this is sad. Look, if you're going to buy something that everyone loves, you should at least respect it. You should at least take care of it. It's a legacy. Star Wars has been around for so many years. So many people know about it. People know who Darth Vader is. People know who Luke Skywalker is. C-3PO, R2-D2. These names are synonymous in sci-fi. And the disrespect that Disney paid to these characters, to this story, to this legacy, to the fans that have bought the toys over the years, watched all the old cartoons, and I'm talking the old Droid and Ewok cartoons all the way from then. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look that shit up. Paul Dini actually wrote the first Ewoks one. Yeah, the creator of Harley Quinn. Dad to toe in Star Wars. That's how much love has gone into this. So Disney, where's the fucking love, man? Where is it? Maybe you should just scrap those and do something else. Or maybe just release those other cuts that you guys have from Rise of Skywalker. Because I heard you guys cut out a lot of stuff from it. And maybe it'll actually make the movie make fucking sense if it was another 2 or another hour and a half long. Because right now it's just a bunch of jumbled shit. So, Disney, unfortunately, Mickey, bite my fucking burrito. Ugh! There you go, you can bite it, motherfucker. Dip that shit in fucking sour cream and suck that motherfucker down. Ha! And as always, this is the one, the only comic outlaw, the true keeper of the dark side.